Ladies and gentlemen, the flick ball has delivered once again. Barcelona have just demolished, destroyed Dortmund at the Montague Stadium in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Did we expect more? Yes, we did. It could have been 6, it could have been 7, to be honest. And Dortmund also could have scored goals, but you know the Barcelona defense, how it is. The shopstopper, Szczesny, and a lot of, the youngsters that are in front. And that's the good thing about having teenagers in your team. That they're so athletic because they're so young. They're so athletic that they can do things that are, athletic in the pitch. And that's what was happening yesterday. But man, Barcelona have just engulfed the whole entire Dortmund team. And I think that this is, to be honest, a straightaway qualification to the semifinals of the Champions League. I don't think that there's any way that Dortmund are going to cause any harm to us at the Signal Iduna Park. And the thing is that we have already played them in their stadium this season, in the league phase of the Champions League, of the new format. And we won 3-2. So I don't think that they're going to cause any harm, to be honest. And especially that we have 4 goals right now. So it's safe to say that we are already in the semifinals. It's safe to say that. But man, salute to the performance of Barcelona. This might be one of the best performances of Barcelona so far this season. One of the best. Not the best, but one of the best performance of Barcelona. The attacking football quality of this team that I saw yesterday was incredible. Like, Dortmund had no chance. No chance with that quality. And as I said in the beginning, we could have had 6, 7, 8. But, football, when you just can't score, you can't score. Now, in this video, we're going to look at the events that happened in that match and also the stats of that match. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. If you're a football fan, you need to subscribe to my channel. And, of course, like this video. Now, let's get started. Now, guys, let's hop on to the stats of this match. And, of course, we had a possession of 60 and they had a possession of 40. We had 19 shots, out of which 10 were on target. They had 13, out of which 3 were on target. And, yeah, we had 4 corners. They had 6. So they had more corners, but that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we had the more goals, and we're going there with 4 goals of advantage. But now let's get to the actual, the match. So the match, first of all, as a summary, I can say that Barcelona were dominating Dortmund. They were literally dominating them. Okay, the attacking quality, the fullbacks were all coming forward. Jules Koundé, Alejandro Balde, all coming forward. Rafinha, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal was at his best yesterday. He was balling. Sometimes you see, when you're gonna think that this kid is gonna get the ball and he's gonna dispossess just because of that situation on which you look at him. But then, bro, he creates something out of that. I have literally, no words to describe this boy, bro. This is the closest it can get to Messi. And I hope that they give him the number 10 shirt as soon as possible, because this guy deserves to get that shirt number. Because he's the one that's very close when it comes to, when you compare this guy to Messi, I think you can. He's not Messi, and you cannot compare him to him. But the closest thing that can come that's very similar to Messi, I think, is this guy, Lamine Yamal. But now, guys, let's get to the actual events and the goals that happened in this match. So, guys, in the 25th minute, Rafinha scores for Barcelona. And to be honest, I don't think that he needed to do that. What he did in that position, I don't think that he needed to do that, because the free kick was taken and Kubarsi tries to put it back on the far corner of the goal. And Rafinha thought that this ball, it might end up outside the box, outside the goal. So that's why he just went for it. But the problem here was that Kubarsi didn't get his goal because, of course, Rafinha took the final touch. But the thing is that Rafinha did not have to do that. That ball was straight going inside. And his touch actually resulted to VAR check of a possible offside, because, of course, he was kind of in an offside position, but he wasn't. So it was a very risky one. But at the end of the day, we got the goal, and that was good. and we were happy. But then, guys, in the 48th minute, Lewandowski scored, and this was it was a masterclass, to be honest. And this is why we are known as the best attacking team in Europe right now. Lamine Yamal gives a beautiful cross to Rafinha, who is on the far post, and he heads it to Lewandowski, who is also on the far post, by the way. And then Lewandowski scores a header. So this was a very good goal. A header. The goal was a header. The assist was a header. And Lewandowski scored versus his boyhood club, his former club, not his boyhood club. He scored versus his boyhood club, and this is not over. So Rafinha got his assist, of course. But in the 66th minute, in the second half, Lewandowski scores again with a beautiful ball from Fermin Lopez. There was one defender that was trying to, prevent Lewandowski from scoring, but he did. Of course, he did. Took the far post right there. And 3-0 Barcelona at this point. At this point, bro, there was no coming back for Dortmund. You know what? There are some teams that can actually come back from this point, but not Dortmund. And then, just when you think that the game is over, Lamine Yamal scores in the 77th minute, assisted by Rafinha. Now, the ball in that position, bro, I just knew that a goal was coming. Because you see Rafinha running, there's only one Dortmund defender, and there's Lamine Yamal over there. I knew that Rafinha is going to find Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal eventually will score. I just knew that a fourth goal was right there. And it happened. Lamine Yamal scored, and a beautiful performance from the front three. Everyone in the front three scored yesterday. Lewandowski with a brace versus a former club. Lamine Yamal with 1 goal. Rafinha with also 1 goal. Now, after that performance, guys, do you think that anything is going to happen in the second leg? I'm not being we are I'm not trying to do that. I'm staying humble because, we know our team based on the couple of years that just gone past, how we were performing in the Champions League. I know how we were. But this season, bro, if there's anyone who's the favorites, it's us. We are the favorites. That's for sure. After us, maybe it's Inter Milan, which we might face in the semifinals. Now, Dortmund also had their chances, especially Guirassy. He had a lot of, not a lot, but 2-3 big chances, in which we thought that he's going to score, but he didn't. Because why? The Barcelona defense. In the last minutes, they were trying to score that 1 goal, and I thought that they were going to score. But the athleticism of the youngsters in the Barcelona squad just prevented them. Because whenever they shoot, someone slides in, stops the shot. And of course, there was Szczesny right there. Nothing else to say, bro. We had a beautiful performance yesterday. Now, after this Barcelona versus Dortmund match, let's look at the stats of the front three of Barcelona, which are Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal. Lewandowski has 43 appearances so far for Barcelona, 40 goals scored, and 3 assists. Can you just imagine that for a second? This is a 36-year-old who is competing with Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe has 34, 35, that many goals. This guy has 40 already. And when it comes to Rafinha, he also has 45 appearances, 28 goals, and 20 assists. That's insane. And Lamine Yamal, 43 appearances, 14 goals, and 18 assists. So you can just see that how good this Barcelona attack is. And when it comes to Lamine Yamal, bro, whenever I see this guy play like that, we say that we have this guy for so long right now. We're going to have him for so long. He's only 17 years old. We're going to have him for so long. And that makes me happy because I know that we're not going to underperform now. I don't think that we're going to underperform. And this is the first season in which Barcelona are playing football that goes so hard, bro. But anyways, guys, that match was incredible. Lamine Yamal's performance was also incredible. I don't know who got the man of the match. Let me check. Lewandowski actually got the man of the match because of his brace. But I think that Lamine Yamal's performance yesterday, and the way I saw him, the way he was dribbling past, which he does in every single match that he plays in, was incredible, bro. So yeah, guys, that was it for today. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and yeah, Visca Barca.